I never hated men, but now I do. This is evil, what those people have done to me.
This woman killed 7 men, but the reason why she did it will shock you.
I am innocent. It was self-defense.
Aileen Wuornos had a difficult childhood, one marked by her turbulent family. Her mother abandoned her when she was a baby, and her father imprisoned for kidnapping and essaying a child, committed behind bars when she was just 2 years old. Aileen was then raised by her alcoholic grandmother and her cruel grandfather, who regularly beat her with his belt. But it gets worse. By 13, Aileen had been essayed and had to give the baby away for adoption. At 14, she had quit school. By 15, she got kicked out of her home by her grandfather and started living in the woods.
I was frozen, man, yeah. I still got marks from my toes are blue to this day. The bottom of my feet are blue.
The only way Aileen could earn a living was by working as a Even if she was a minor, many of her clients didn't seem to care.
I wasn't too high priced, so I could keep the customers satisfied.
However, after years of abuse, something snapped in Aileen's mind, something that made her the stone-cold killer that we know today.
I'm sick and tired of those men out there thinking they can control us and do whatever they damn well please with our bodies and think they can get away with it.
On the 30th of November 1989, 51-year-old Richard Mallory picked up Aileen, who was hitchhiking along the highway. Richard took her to a secluded wooded area under the pretense of having intercourse. But once they got there, Aileen said the man turned violent.
He said, I'm saving your eyes for the grand finale, and he put the thigh scene back on the dash, and I spit in his face, and he said, you're dead. You're dead. And he's wiping his eyes, and I laid down real quick and grabbed my bag, and I shot immediately, and I think I shot twice, as fast as I could.
For the next year, Aileen murdered 6 more men, all of them in self-defense, according to her.
I never provoked them. I never showed any provocations whatsoever. It was very nice, very decent, very clean, very ladylike.
At some point during that year, Aileen came out about her killing spree to her girlfriend, Tyria, who was horrified upon learning this.
I have something to tell you, and I asked her what, and she said that she had shot and killed a man that day.
In January 1991, Aileen was finally arrested after police traced a pawned item belonging to one of the victims back to her. Tyria cooperated with the police, persuading Aileen to confess on tape. However, to everyone's surprise, Aileen insisted that each of her killings had been in self-defense.
It was self-defense.
Yeah.
Lee, the first one, perhaps. The second, maybe. But
So what?
7 times?
So what?
Her trial started a few months later, in 1992, where she kept defending her motivations.
And I had no intentions of killing anyone. I would not do that. I'm not that type of person.
But when Tyria testified against her, the whole case turned upside down.
Lee, it sounds like you've been betrayed by everyone.
That's right, I was. That's why I don't care if I'm executed and leave this planet.
Aileen did everything in her power to sabotage her own defense, hoping to get the death sentence as soon as possible.
There's no sense in having me tormented for the rest of my life when I don't deserve to be tormented. I did what anybody else would do, and so there's only clemency or the cherry.
Shortly after, her dream came true, and she was found guilty of murdering Richard Mallory and sentenced to death.
And probably see, I'll be up in heaven while y'all are rotting in hell.
Over the following years, Aileen pleaded guilty to several other murders, receiving 6 death sentences in total. However, as the time for her execution grew close, Aileen revealed a terrifying secret behind her murders.
I gotta come clean that I killed those 7 men in first-degree murder and robbery. As they said, they had it right, a serial killer.
But when you're saying that there was no self-defense, so there was no self-defense.
No, there was no self-defense.
Aileen had recently accepted Christianity in her life and was certain she had to come out with all the truth before dying. In 2002, after a decade on death row, Aileen was executed by lethal injection at age 46. Driven by years of abuse at the hands of men, Aileen took revenge against them, living by her own words. If you can't be a good example, at least be a horrible warning.
Do you want to die? You want to...
Oh man, if I was to leave this planet, it wouldn't be no big deal to me, because this is a wicked, wicked world.
Thanks for watching.